Some wounds don't come from strangers. Some betrayals are born right inside the home. Imagine loving your sister so deeply that you share everything with her, your secrets, your dreams, even your happiness, only to realize she sees your joy as a challenge and your relationships as competitions she must win. Amina pushed her long braids behind her ears and smiled at the message on her phone. "Good morning, beautiful," Kola had written, followed by a heart emoji. Her cheeks warmed. It felt genuine, like sunshine touching her heart after days of rain. She whispered a quiet prayer that this relationship would last, that it would be different from the others. But as she walked out of her room, her smile faded. Zara was already in the living room, scrolling through her phone with her usual confident smirk. Zara, her older sister, tall, bold, charming, beautiful in a dramatic way that made people stop and stare. Zara, who believed the world owed her love, attention, and admiration. Zara, who had taken every man Amina had ever introduced to the family. Amina greeted softly, "Good morning, Zara." Zara looked up, scanned her sister from head to toe, and asked, "Why are you glowing? Who is texting you?" Amina wanted to hide her happiness, protect it like a fragile bird, but Zara had a way of smelling joy and chasing it. "No one important," Amina murmured as she walked past, but Zara stood and followed her. "Amina, don't start. You know I notice everything. Show me your phone." Amina held it tighter. "Zara, please. This one, let me enjoy it a little." Zara leaned closer with a cold smile. "You know I don't like secrets." Amina's heart thumped, but she escaped into the kitchen before the pressure broke her. She knew her sister's pattern. Zara charmed them, pretended to be supportive, then slowly painted Amina as boring, too soft, or not a risk-taker. And the men always believed Zara. It wasn't that they truly loved her, they were just magnetized by her confidence. Amina had cried over 3 heartbreaks caused by Zara. First, it was Daniel, who suddenly stopped replying. Then it was Tunde, who told Amina she was too nice, while Zara was fire. The worst was Michael, whom Amina thought would marry her, until Zara visited him one afternoon and never stopped visiting. Amina's mother used to warn her, "Your sister loves attention, protect your heart," but she never imagined Zara could betray family so repeatedly, so deeply. This time she promised herself she would move differently. She didn't let Zara see Kola's picture. She didn't save Kola's name as "my baby." She saved it as "Office 2." Still, Zara kept watching her closely. One evening, Amina dressed up for her date with Kola, a simple blue gown, soft makeup, and a small gold necklace her father gave her before he passed. When Amina walked into the living room, Zara stared at her with raised eyebrows. "Where are you going dressed like that?" Amina breathed slowly. "A date." "With who?" "A friend." Zara stood from the couch. "Let me see him." Amina shook her head instantly. "Zara, no." But Zara laughed. "Amina, stop behaving like I'm your enemy." Amina wanted to scream, but she only whispered, "Then stop acting like one." For the first time, Zara's expression changed, a brief flash of guilt, or maybe annoyance. Amina walked past her before Zara could say anything else. Her date with Kola was magical. He listened, he laughed at her dry jokes, he talked about his dreams, and he asked about hers. No man had ever made her feel seen this way. When he dropped her at home, he touched her hand gently and said, "I want something real, Amina." She hoped it was true. But as she walked into the house, Zara appeared from the shadows like she had been waiting. "So," Zara said, arms crossed, "you have a new boyfriend?" Amina sighed heavily and headed for her room. He's not your business. But Zara grabbed her arm, not forcefully, but firmly. Amina, I'm your sister. If he's not good for you, I should know. Amina looked at her with tired eyes. Zara, you don't want to know if he's good for me. You just want to know if he's good for you. Zara's smile faded sharply. Are you calling me a thief? Amina didn't answer. She gently removed Zara's hand and walked away. That night, while Amina brushed her hair and hummed softly, Zara sat in her own room staring at the wall. A strange mix of emotions swirled in her chest. She didn't understand why she felt threatened. Amina had always been the quiet one, the gentle one, the soft one whose boyfriends looked at Zara like she was the upgrade. Zara didn't like the idea that this new man might prefer Amina fully, wholeheartedly. She made a decision. The next morning, when Amina's phone rang, Zara waited for Amina to go to the bathroom and quickly checked the phone screen. Office 2. She smiled. She wasn't stupid. She knew the code. When Amina returned, Zara said casually, "Your phone was ringing." Amina's stomach dropped. Zara added, "Don't worry, I didn't answer." That day, Kola and Amina met again. This time, he looked slightly distracted. Amina didn't understand why. He kept staring at her like he was searching for something. Then he asked, "Amina, do you trust me?" "Yes," she said. "Then tell me something. Did your sister send me a message this morning?" Amina froze. "No," she whispered, "she didn't." But Kola gently slid his phone across the table. There it was, a message from Zara. "Hi, Kola. I'm Amina's sister. She mentioned you. I would love to meet you too. Let me know when you're free." Amina's hands trembled as she read it. Her blood turned cold. She whispered, "I never told her your name." Kola looked at her with confusion and concern. "Amina, does she do this often?" Amina swallowed hard. "You have no idea." Kola leaned forward, speaking slowly so the words would sink into the deepest part of her heart. "Amina, I'm not interested in your sister, and I need you to understand that. Whatever she's trying to do, I'm not part of it." For the first time in a long time, Amina felt protected. But Zara wasn't done. When Amina got home, Zara was waiting. "You think hiding him from me will make him love you?" Zara asked with a sharp laugh. "Amina, you can't win. People don't choose quiet girls. They choose girls like me." Amina felt something snap inside her. Not anger, not hatred, but strength. "You can have every other man, but not this one." Zara smirked. "We'll see." The next week was a battle of minds. Zara posted extra pictures of herself online, seductive poses, perfect makeup, and captions like, "Some people hate me because I shine too bright." She asked indirect questions about Amina's whereabouts. She tried to check Amina's phone again, unsuccessfully. Then she crossed the final line. She found Kola's workplace address, went there, and boldly asked the receptionist to call him down. But Kola didn't come downstairs. Instead, he sent a message to Amina. "Your sister is here. Should I ask security to send her out?" Amina felt her heart squeeze painfully. She replied, "Yes, please." When Zara returned home that evening, she slammed the door angrily. "You embarrassed me today. A man has never refused me before. Never." Amina stood quietly, holding her ground. "Kola is not your boyfriend." "He could have been," Zara yelled. "Do you know how many men chose me over you?" Amina's eyes filled with tears, but they weren't tears of weakness. They were tears of release. "Yes," Amina said softly, You took them, but because they didn't love you. You took them because you were afraid no one would ever choose you first if they saw the real you." Zara froze. Amina continued, voice trembling but strong. "Deep down, you know it. You know you take what I have because you think you have nothing." Zara's lips parted, but no words came out. Amina stepped forward. "Kola rejected you because he sees through you, and I think that's the first time in your life a man has seen you clearly." Zara felt something she had never felt before: fear. Not fear of losing a man, but fear of losing herself. She murmured, "Amina, do you hate me?" Amina shook her head, tears rolling down her cheeks.